Hey everybody. All right, let's get right back into it. I think what we were doing was making radio controllers. We made some, and now we need to make some crystal oscillators. That sounds right. So let's see here. Let's go back to our cool little blueprint and see how many of these we can make. So it looks like we need well, first thing we need to do is we need to bring our rubber over there. I think I'm just going to do it the kind of chaotic way that I like to do. Let me find it first. Yeah. Alright. We'll just give it a little... And we'll go along the ground. I think my building style could be summed up as... I don't mind belts traveling across the landscape. In fact, especially with curved mode, I kind of like them. I think they look really cool. And when I was a kid, this is how I would play with my Hot Wheels. I would like make tracks all through the undergrowth. And I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. But then like when I have like an actual building, you know, that I'm using, I like it to not be spaghetti then. But you want to drive rubber around the bank of this river? Do it. Do what you feel. All right. This is great. This is one of my favorite recipes in the game. When I ignored it for a really long time, and then when I finally used it, I was like, oh my gosh, this changes everything. Because I think, you know, my first few playthroughs are like, you know what, we can leave it right there for now. My first times with Satisfactory, I probably favored the, you know, base recipes. Because, you know, you don't know what's good about what yet. There's some that were obvious, like iron wire seemed pretty clearly very useful to me, but some of them I was like, oh, I'll just make crystal oscillators the way they say. This recipe is really good because hold on, let's do some alignment first. We'll just get one of these going for now. And it'll be easier when I can just get into the menu and look at what's good about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I always like to put one foundation between, well, you've probably noticed that by now. I like to at least be able to put something in between them. Visually for me, it gives me a nice reference point of where things are. Alright, so if we look at the base crystal oscillator recipe, okay, we get 1 per minute, alright? 18 quartz per minute, 14 cable, 2.5 rips. Not too expensive. But if we look at the insulated, we're getting 1.875 per minute. About the same quartz crystal, a little bit of rubber, which we're not using, and 1.5 or 2 AI limiters, all of which is, you know, pretty easy to make. So this just gives like twice as much for the amount of machines essentially. And if you want to bump it up, honestly, one of these machines cranking out 5 crystal oscillators a minute, you ain't gonna need much more than that. Really, for the whole game. Like you can, but you don't need it. All right, so let's bring this up now. And now when we get on foundation, that's when I switch back to straight mode. Alright, I don't like how this is sitting up here. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is just take this down. That's that way. We gotta get some Mercer spheres to fix this upload speed. It is too slow. And we also need to hook up power. And then I have another space that I can, if I feel like I need more manufacturers, I can always put them in. Okay, so we got our rubber. Let's just make sure the rubber's going in. Okay, it's going in. It's just, we're on old belts, so it's going to go in a little slower. And then that belt. Now it should go in. Must be something in here. Yeah, I can. There's a piece of belt that's. Oops. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, there's a piece of belt. Maybe it's this. Ah, yeah, I see it. There it is. Alright, I need to stop doing stuff like that. Because it does not matter, and it's just a distraction. Alright, we got our AI limiters over here. You can see we're cranking these out. Need a lot of these for other stuff as well, so no point in making them, or no reason to feel like, oh, I don't want to make a bunch of these. They're pretty cheap and please get out. Alright, and then we need our crystal, quartz crystal, which I think we are already piping over. What am I doing wrong? Alright, where's our quartz crystal? Is this it? That's silica. Oh, we haven't used quartz crystal yet, that's why, okay. This is it. You know, this is not a great design. In fact, this is a really terrible design. I'm just realizing. Yeah, we want to fix this. We don't need those. We just need to. We need it to be more like this. Yeah, that's what it is. If you're curious, I do make my blueprints every new save I do, and the reason is because I'm getting better and better at it. This is relatively new for me. I played for a long time without blueprinting. Let's put it that way. Okay, and now we're just going to pop this in here. just to bolster that. And then we're gonna thread these into here. Okay, great. So what's next? Hook up iron inputs to HMFs. Yeah, we're not doing that yet. Build out copper line for aluminum sheets. That's what we need to do. All right. So what we need to do is find... All right. So we have a certain amount of aluminum coming in, and then it's stopping right here, right? Because this is only using... well, we're only making it out of one thing, which is like 25. But what's going to happen is, I think what we need to do is see if our sheets are building up, and they're not yet. And that's okay. So, okay, I'm kind of talking out loud to myself right here. Just bear with me. What was that there for? Oh, right, we were going to do something. We didn't do that. Oh, right, I need to make sheets out of these anyways, so that's fine. Okay, so we just need to go in here and let's see if these are not going to stack up, because this whole thing wants 100 per minute. Okay, so we can just first off just get rid of those, because we're never going to have more than 600 quick wire coming in here. So that just solves that. We don't need to worry about that, because this wants 100 per minute. But we still have the problem of this wanting 150 sheets. And how many are we making here? 10. We are making 100 sheets right here. So we're going to have to add on some sheets. And then what did I even want the sheets for? Oh, my brain is broken, dude. Oh, right. The copper sheets are going to be... Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to use a different copper node, which is going to be a bit of a problem because there isn't much around here. The closest one is probably over here. That one we're using. Yeah, so I think we're going to have to go up here when we make our... what's this one? That's a normal. Okay, that's not too bad. And then the nitrogen is up there too. Okay, that works. Let's see, can we make... Yeah, we can't make cooling systems yet anyways, because we can't get nitrogen gas yet. We need to... Oh no, we can. Okay, we can. Yeah, I was going to say, alright. Well, maybe we should do that now. And then we'll take the rubber from over here, or... Maybe we take rubber from here and go this way. Let's see. Let's see how much rubber we actually... So, I don't think we're using much at all, and out of here... Yeah, we're just gonna bring the... we're gonna bring the rubber to the site. So let's do that now. And what I basically want to do is just move this... just move this across the desert, basically. Get the handy dandy jetpack on. I don't think we have too much power out here, and we're just going to take this off-road. Give it a ramp. Let's see where this copper node is. see where the nitrogen is. And we need a water source. So I think what we do is we just move this copper all the way up to the nitrogen along with the rubber. Okay, we're missing sheets. That's fine. Let's just pop this in here for now. I guess we don't have a thing on there. All right, let's go do some turn-ins. All right, 6. Let's do this. Just gonna go make these into modular engines. Any rotors? And, you know, I haven't looked at our power for a while, so let's just double check and make sure we're okay. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, we need a few more. And then after this, we're going to go get more drives and stuff. And maybe roll some hard drives. Crystal computer. That's my guy. That's it. All right, so that computer over there, I'm done with you. We don't need that anymore. Crystal computer is a fantastic recipe. Just let's take a look at it. Okay, this is a normal computer. Obviously, this is making one of these is about as complicated as making these parts, right? It gives you 2, but the most amazing thing about it is that it's made in an assembler, which means that to double its output, we only need 2 sloops instead of 4. And that is a pretty good thing. And I think we needed a few more of these. I guess we could turn this one, so we might as well when we get the materials. All right, let's see. You're going in there, but you're not doing anything because you don't have enough pipes. And you're not doing anything because you don't have enough something either. But see what our circuit board situation is here. Oh, lovely. Okay, we must clearly not have a thing on there. Alright, do we have any other summer sloops floating around that we can steal? We need 500 of those to make the 500 assembly director systems, and that's with them slooped up. There. We already got 108. Great. Okay. Now. I guess the question is. Yeah, I think we just go. All right. So this is going to be a trip for slugs and Mercer spheres and the like. Do we need anything else? Let's keep that. Potential, we use that. Oh, this is important. Okay, so now the main thing we want to do is get a bunch of sloops and spheres and hard drives so we can get nitro fuel. That's our main thing we're doing right now. All right, so with that, let's go. Did we we're doing that? All right, cool. See, it's fine if I go in that direction, but you can't expect me to remember that. Okay, this is gonna look. We're heading over to the Spire Coast. I think I got the hard drive up here. Yes, I did. And oh, do we have any rubber? Did I put the thing on? Oh, we got this hard drive, did we? Okay. So this is all going to be about Mercer spheres and drives. Well, and of course, we always take a summer sloop if we can get one. And sloogies. Food right now. Great. Ah, we're screwed. Regroup. They're easy when you see them first. Well, they're always easy. Why is there a solitary ladder here? Did I at some point climb up here? I can't imagine why. There's a little sleepy doopy over here. I think we got all the hard drives over there. So yeah, I think I got most everything on this side, or a lot of the stuff on this side. This is, there's a lot of just good stuff in this area. So. This one is down, I guess. Oh yeah. What? Oh, come on. I didn't take the, yeah, that's a thing. Alright, I'm gonna scum save and see if I can get the drives that I want. Really quick, let me, what am I looking for? Heavy, modular, did we get encased yet? I think we did, yeah, we did, okay. And then I want super... No. Yeah, that's the one we really want right now. That's a good one. That we want that. But I think the I think OC supercomputer is the most important one. You know what? Let's why am I not making the control? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's think what we need. Okay, so we're gonna need. We need one of these, we need a bunch of these. We still need blueprints for one of these. We need a blender. We need a bunch of constructors. Casings. And I think we also can, you can just pop these in here, I think 100 at a time. Yeah. We can also, we got silica here, we need more. We could start making computers here. Yeah, I think we won't do that right now, though. Okay. Oh, we needed some quickfire, I remember. Should be able to find some in these machines. And then we need a lot of these. Okay, we don't have anything on these yet. I think that's everything. Let's go get the nitrogen. And yes, I saw that one that's out, and I just can't bring myself to care. That's another thing. We haven't gotten, like, probably most of the Mercer spheres in this area either, so we can do that too. And I'm not going to bring all this nitrogen too far out. I think I'm going to like bring it to this area, provided I can put... I'm not sure I can put water extractors here. I think I can. I have to check. Here is good. What about in here? Yeah. All right. Excellent. Yeah, I'd like to build my... Cool. Let's just kind of see what we can fit here and then go from there. I like to just put like poles on the corners like that. You can also put them on like the sides if you want. Alright, let's start with this. Heat sinks 12 per minute. Rubber 12 per minute. Okay, so let's just do... come on, man. Really? You know what? I know what I can do. Let's whip up a couple of these really quick. Dude, did I leave? Where are all my shards? Oh, there they are. Listen to me. Oh my god. What a baby. So I think we need 30 of these to get 10. And then once we get I think it's leading edge production. I can't remember off the top of my head. Once we get that, we can get into tier 3 miners, which will help everything progress. And I'm going to build rocket fuel pretty soon. Just want to get moving on some of the stuff before then, though. Oh, I will say that's the hard drive that I probably would want the most right now. Alright, what does this cost? That we can do. Actually, let's get this going straight, because we'll probably have more of these here. I'm not going to do logistics floors yet. I usually only do them when I kind of know what I need already, if that makes sense. All right, let's get that rubber down here. Obviously, we still don't have the main thing we need, which is the heat sinks. But we can belt a few things down. Good, I like that. Alright, then let's get the nitrogen in, and for that, I'm going to do out. Okay, that's gonna be for nitrogen. Oops. That's gonna be for nothing. And these things don't need much water at all, really. Let's get rid of that. I keep forgetting I need to use the, Actually, I don't need to use the better pipes for this. And then we get the nitrogen coming. I thought we had power over here already. Oof. Let me use my hover back. That is a pretty good well. Alright, pretty good. Alright, so each pure puts out 300. Yep. Alright, so that's in. So all we gotta do now is do the heat sinks. Of course, that's the biggest job out of all of them. So the next thing we need to do is bring our aluminum sheets across. And then, yeah, let's build out the copper first. So since we're kind of over in the area. What one's over here? That's impure. Oh, there's a good, oh, normal. Normal, okay, normal. Just trying to find some power. So I think that this is really an important thing right here is make sure you get on those crystal, cooling. Yeah, you know, I think sometimes when you do a playthrough video, it can be really helpful to watch what someone's doing or whatever. But actionable advice sometimes can kind of go by the wayside. You know, it's just like, well, what do you mean advice? I'm just doing what I'm doing. And it's true for me too. Like sometimes I don't know like the right answer or why I do it when I do it, or if it's smart to do it the way I do it. I can say confidently, 100%, I am sure about this. Build cooling systems right away. You aren't going to have enough. You will absolutely be in a point where you go, I need more cooling systems. And I think one of the main reasons for that is also that it requires nitrogen. And nitrogen is only on, I think, 5 or 6 places on the map, maybe it's a couple more than that, but it's certainly not a lot more than that. So, and they require quite a bit. 150 just for a normal, run, you know. So, you know, I actually think, do I want to build this back over by? I think I do. I think I actually want to take this copper over to the, I want to take it back over to where we're making the aluminum. And oh, you know, first before I do that though, we gotta shard it up. We'll get 300 out of this guy. So 300 divided by 20 is 10, 15. So we'll be able to get 150 sheets out of this. There's of course the option of using like the pure recipes. I'm not going to use any pure recipes in this playthrough. Not because they're awesome, but they're really only, I think, extremely useful for late game when you have T6 belts and stuff. Because I mean, if I were to build out a full node of 600 copper with like the pure copper recipe, I wouldn't even be able to put it all on one belt because it produces more than it takes in. Alright, so let's think about this. It's gonna go right in this area. So let's do vertical. That's gonna be on my nerves. Why can't you go down? Is it really because of this? Oh, it's because of this. I was gonna say that seems too far. No? Yeah. Alright. And this is good. gonna be iron 240. Oh, not there. Like that. All right, bumping into something over here, I think. Yeah. Terrarium line. Well, it looks a little silly, I will admit. Yeah, we got different heights here. Yeah, it's not good. That's alright. Let's see where we want to put this now. No concrete, eh? Alright, be right back. See if I can get some rubber too. We are messing up right now because I'm not running hard drives, which is not good. It's not like the end of the world, but it's not my favorite thing. Let's see if I can get some more plastic out of here too. It's gonna take a while to fill because I stole it from all the from these guys. And that's all for foundation and stuff. Alright, let me see if I can bang this out really quick so I can get this episode done in an hour. I'd like to get our first cooling systems coming in. So this is going to be our item per minute 8 assemblers. I'm not sure what the right ratio is, but that's fine. All right, let's take a look at what this guy wants. Heatsink. 37 and 22. And we will be making 7.5 per minute. So about, what, 67.5 times 8. All right, and then this is gonna be an easy run. All right, and then where did the copper go? I just made copper. Oh, we didn't do the sheets yet, though, did we? Oh yeah, we didn't even make the sheets yet. What? Oh, I see why, because it's down half a level. Ain't pretty. All right, let's just see how many we need. We need 22, so yeah, we need 8, at least 8 constructors. Fit this right here. Okay. Right over here, I think. I love curve mode. I think it's my favorite addition to the game, and I don't know how many years. I've been playing this since update 6, I think, maybe. We're gonna ignore the clip there. It's a heck of a clip. Oh, I know what I put. Oh no, that's right. That's right. This thing. And then these are gonna come out here, right? Awesome. Yay! Alright. Now, let's just take it on home. We're gonna put a hopper here. I always call these hoppers. I don't know, storage box, fine. It's just harder to say. Alright, no need for slooping. Should be good here. And then we're gonna go on the long run. need to take this right across where the, oh, don't like that one. Don't like that. The only thing I don't like is how these belts go up hills. And there's ways you can get around this little, like, double pump hill, but that's not supposed to be there. Okay, I can accept that I pulled the wrong belt. Oh, come on. Alright. Honestly, we don't need tier 5 belts. We want tier 5 belts, but we don't need tier 5 belts. Alright. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Full trickling along. Logistics. Alright, let's go diagnose what we did wrong. And pick up any copper sheets along the way. I mean, it's gonna be an easy fix. I just hooked up the wrong output, I'm sure. Oof, can we please have the jetpack? Fine. Yeah, I hooked up one of the production belts, clearly. Right, because I made these with storage containers on the bottom, I forgot. So I don't even have to hook up an output immediately. Didn't I? Oh no, I didn't. That's right. That's right. We said we had to deal with that too. Yes. Now I remember. So it goes up here. Oh, that's right. Okay. Just give me some more belts so I can move on with my life. Okay, off you go. Run. Let's go with them. So that's what these are. Little. Yeah, I see. So we said we're getting 7.5 each for a total of 7.5 times 8 is 60, I think. And what does each of these want? 12. Could jack it up to 30, but then we gotta get... Nope, we can't do that. We could do that. Yeah, that's what we can do. And what's your problem? Why aren't you going in? Oh, because I didn't hook you up. That's fine. That's not your fault. Okay, so now what we're going to do is get rid of this. Keep that. And let's just go over here and get another... well, what should we call these? Another pipe of... nitrogen, let's call them another spool. No, another thread. Yes, another nitrogen thread. I like it. It's got kind of a sci-fi thing to it. And yes, there are really some awesome ways to belt your to belt lots of gases, but we don't need to do that here. I mean, it's a very short run. In fact, maybe one of the best things about this starting in this area is that nitrogen is so close by. Most starts, you're gonna have to go to a different biome to get your nitrogen, and either chuck it back over, train it back over. No copper sheets. I need copper sheets. I just need a few also. We still don't have any copper sheets. Fuck. I swear to God, it's always something. Okay, fine. You win. It's not how I wanted to do it. Alright, let's go. I just want to finish this project up, and then we will move on with our lives. You know what? Let's turn this while we're here. Did we put some radios in here? Yeah, we did. Okay, cool. Got that. And then we got the motors. All right. All right. Once I hook that up, I'm gonna cut the episode. So let's get over there. So while we're flying over there, let's talk about what we're doing next. So the next thing I need to do, the next thing we need to do, is get nitro rocket fuel recipe. I'm sorry, we need to get rocket fuel. We haven't done that yet. We need a hard drive to do it. And then after that, it's OC supercomputer. And then after that, it's HMFs and fused frames. And then it's turbo, and then we turn in. You'll be surprised how fast, well, maybe you won't, but if you're a new player, you'll be surprised how fast this phase goes once we start making the parts. Okay, and you can have some too. All right. And you could probably tell from my play style that... Alright, you know what? You're being annoying. Fine. 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 I don't really sync much unless I have to. I don't know why. I kind of just do it all at the end of the game, I guess. I mean, I have all the trophies and everything, you know, so I don't... Alright, where did the other cooling things go? Okay, so we're going to get a nice collection of this. This should all be working at 100% basically the whole time. We're only using... Again, this recipe is kind of funny. Like, it uses very little water. It uses a ton of nitrogen gas. It uses very little rubber. It uses a ton of copper. You know, so it's one of those strange recipes. But yeah, very happy to have it done. And it's 2024, which we can provide. I think this should run at 100%. All right, cool. I'm going to save it right here. And once again, our next steps are to bring our power up with nitro fuel and get OC supercomputers so we can change, so we can get tier 3 miners and everything else we need supercomputers for. And we'll get into it on the next one. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you guys on the flip. All right, bye-bye.